Haven't defeated by the fates. Were defeated by the fates. Rather embarrassingly last night, you find Rookie off on his own. You sense he wants to talk about your decision to exclude him from conducting the rites. Well, look what we have here. If it isn't my good chum. Oh yeah, you bet I'm mad. Who wouldn't be? They don't get to run around in the cold wearing old robes. No way those fate chums would have beaten us if I had a shot at them. He complains like this for some time, and then... Okay, it's out of my system now. I'm off for a quick walk, know what I mean? He departs to check on things outside. You sense that he no longer has misgivings about what transpired, and is more concerned at present about the missing minstrel. There is still no sign of the lone minstrel, although Jodariel tracks potential signs of movement east. Same way you are headed. Consider where to search for him. As you travel through the desolate sprawl of Gluehive, Hedwyn seems more ill at ease than usual. There is still no sign of the missing minstrel. Sorry about this, Jody. I had a hunch she must have come this way. Whether the hunches could be more dependable, but do not fear. We shall find him yet. Sounds like a hunch to me. More of a promise. Pick up bits and pieces of the minstrel's significance to your fellow exiles. He was there when they first discovered the Black Wagon, but they refuse to share much more for now. Stop the wagon. What? How come? Because of her. They're coming. They're coming for us. We have to be ready. We have to. Does she mean what I think she means? I believe so. Your fellow exiles scramble to prepare the wagon for whatever is out there. Once you help them settle in, perhaps you can learn more of their source of concern. Huh. Nobody wants to talk to me. They are coming for us. They fear the scribes. They fear the scribes. I know they do. What's she talking about? What's going on? Howlers. Lots of them. Then, what are we going to do? They fear the scribes. Cover yourself, eh? We shall give them reason to fear us as well. We'll use the raiments and the books. Indeed. One of us can draw them out under the reader's watch. It shall be just like one of our rights. Edmund turns to you. It seems we need your help in this, my friend. We need a volunteer to go with you. I will do it, mister. Please, you have to let me. And the scribes, they will protect me. I know they will. Jodariel exchanges looks with Hedwyn. Each of them nods to you as if to signal their approval. That howling sound, it means they're here. Oh, by the scribes, they're here. Alrighty. More? I think there's many more. Oh, here they come. Here they come. Is it over now? It is. I think it is. Oh, those poor wretched beasts. Just then, Faye spots something creeping toward her. Who? What? Ricky! The howling subsides as your fellow exiles scramble out to check on Faye. You find her in one piece, along with an unfamiliar face. Squeaky! Isn't he the best? Can we keep him? Of course we can keep him, Faye. Squeal! You sense a depth of experience in this creature, at least judging by Dragon's standards. In fact, you feel a connection to him. You concentrate. Perhaps you can derive some meaning from his calls and screeches. The drive-in seems both excited and frustrated by something. You sense some pattern in the drive-im's screeches. He seems welcoming of this. The drive-in seems to have history with your black wagon. You are beginning to understand him. The drive-in recognizes you as the new reader of the Nightwings. He is pleased to meet you. My voice acting is great, thank you. The drive-in seems satisfied at having gotten through to you, and you explain to your companions what little you have learned of him so far. No one argues against letting the creature come along. Inside the wagon, the other drive-imps stare at him with something like reverence. Drive-imp joined you. He seems to know his way around. Easel. You can see the little imp has made himself at home. He rushes right up to you. The imp wagon seems very pleased to be in your wagon. He indicates that he was able to find you thanks to the swarm of howlers. He has no love of howlers, and they know not to mess with him either. Plans to set up a nest that they should ward off, that should ward off any further trouble from them. He looks forward to the road ahead with everyone and believes it shall be worth it. He seems to be saying he is happy to be back where he belongs, and he urges you to keep going. He bounds off towards his brethren settled in the wagon's rafters. Alright. Arid southern pass towards the ominous cairn of Hauv. And you imp friend seems insistent that you take this path bearing east. Well, whatever you want, little guy. Hedwin orders the wagon to a halt somewhere in the stark badlands of Jomur Valley. There's someone on the road. Be careful, everyone. The figure watching the black one from afar approaches, arms spread wide, although a hat and cloak conceal the figure's features. Then the imp rushes out towards whoever it is. The imp is very riled up at the sight of whoever's approaching, though in an almost joyous way? Question mark? Tizo, it is good to see you, and you found the others, even faster than expected. The imp called Tizo appears very pleased. The lone minstrel turns towards the rest of you. Hello, we have not met, but I know who you are, or who you must be. I returned as promptly as I could. Have you walked with the scribes themselves? Because I think maybe you have? Question mark? Hello indeed. You had us worried when you took off. I should knock him back into his slumber. I did not aim to cause you such concern. As soon as I awakened, I had to notify my client that the Nightwings have returned. Your client? Aye, my client, Sandalwood. He is your point of contact, as I understand. You did not find his wagon by mistake. So, what now? You continue down the path. That is why I am here. Then, when we meet my client, he shall explain. For now, you have a job to do. I assure you that I will not interfere. But I mean to accompany you. Would that be alright? Hedwin and the others exchange looks. Welcome back, minstrel. You got a name? I am sometimes called Tariq. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nightwings. The lone minstrel returns to the wagon with your fellow exiles. The lone minstrel rejoins the group. Which is great, you know, he actually does some really nice music and whatnot. You know, like a proper bard should. The cairn of Haub is a foreboding sight. It is here that the next rite is soon to commence. Reader, if you have a moment, once we are settled on these grounds, I wish to speak with you in the wagon, at your leisure. Well, let's see what Tariq wants. The lone minstrel seems to have situated himself in the wagon. He is very still, not unlike when he was sleeping. Reader, I shall keep this brief, as you shortly have a rite you must conduct. You have read something of the Book of Rites, which means that you may know something of my nature. On the contrary, you know not what he means, and he soon senses this. Forgive me, for I spoke too soon. Suffice to say, I have served the Nightwings for some time. Conduct the rites with glory, and you shall achieve what you seek. Little Mitchell nods farewell to you and steps away. Well, let's see if we can buy anything. Ooh, Ron, how do you make it all this way ahead of us? Hey, come on now, Mr. Greentail. Can't just give up all my business secrets, am I right? What I can do, though, seeing as you've been a loyal customer and all, is continue to provide for you the same high quality of service you've come to expect. But really, truly, the only thing is worth buying are Stardust, because it increases the talismans, and I get talismans for free from people. Let's just grab up all the Stardust. Oh, I can't afford that. Okay. I think there's anything else I want from you. Good doing business with your Falcon, Ron. Must be our lucky day, or I don't know what, Dad. Let's commence the rites. Play some fantasy basketball. You and your fellow rites gather around the sacred site known as the Cairn of Haub, anticipating the hour that the rites are to commence again. All is quiet for a time, and then, from out of nowhere charges in a gangly cur. He stops short and gives you a mighty snare. Psst! This bugger Ash pose. Real piece of work, just don't make eye contact. Oi, will you look at this lot? You even got one of our own consorting with the two-leggers. You're a disgrace there, mate, you realise? Good to see you too, Baka. You're looking well. Didn't know you knew about the rites. Oh, I know about a lot of things, my friend. For instance, I know you're going to be very, very sad. Do we wipe the floor with you, eh? Don't know whose back you scratched to earn yourself a spot on the high and mighty Nightwings there, but I'm going to make sure all of you regret it. Because, why not? Sounds good. Sounds good. Kerr Barker laughs as he packs his back stumbles after him. You hear them howling and cackling as the stars above begin to glow. Oh baby, I have to play some fantasy basketball. Because I'm doing this on true Nightwing mode, I have to have at least 3 Titan Stars open. Which means this is gonna be risky business. Let's take this one off and which one do I want to put on? Let's put East Lock. Oh, then again, these guys are already fast. That seems fine. Sun Grease is fine. Violenthius seems fine. These are little puppies, so I could probably put on Lord Gandroth and be fine. Oof, this is tricky because I don't get to restart or right if I lose. Yeah, let's run with this setup.
Welcome, dear reader, to the splendors of the accursed cairn of Ha'ub. You shall find the downside grows less pleasant from this point. But first, there's a tradition to uphold. This time you stand against the dissidents. Even now they hunger to defeat you. Perhaps not simply to regain their freedom, but to deny you yours.
As the stars shine down upon you, the pack of curs you stand against the night continue hooting and howling. Oi, come on you lot, let's boil some blood. Then Rookie pulls you aside. Look chum, I don't know how to say this, but I can't go against these guys. Just trust me on this one, okay? You sense he means it. You take a mental note to ask about the history of Barker, whenever time permits. It's alright, Rookie, we can take care of them. Begging your pardon, but if you need another to stand at your side this night, I have someone here whom I would recommend. Do not be coy with us, minstrel. Don the robes if you intend to stand with us. Oh, I did not mean myself. The rights are not for me. I was instead referring to this little one. A creature wearing tiny raiments appears in the lone minstrel's side. Look at him! He's so cute! Screehee! Tizo seems to be volunteering to take you on your adversaries, the dissidents. Absurd. The imp knows the rights. He knows a great deal. So long as the Nightwings stand together, he shall be at their side. Though, you need not take my word for it. Tizo, our adversaries seem to be preoccupied. Perhaps you might quickly show our comrades what you can do? The little imp peers at you. You sense connection to the rights as he awaits your guidance. Tizo seems excited to demonstrate some of his favorite tricks. Reader, influencing Tizo may take some getting used to. He's inviting you to try.
Another joins your ranks, and a mere imp. Although, no, it cannot be. Then we shall see what comes of this new partnership of yours.
Well done as ever, Tizo. Scrap! Tizo is happy to lend you his support during the rites, if you could use his help. Well then, Rito, who shall conduct the rites in the name of the Nightwings? Well,
who shall conduct this rite?
so we're going against the pups. I definitely want Joe Dario.
Joe Dario.
Gives good support right there in the middle. Gosh, I really want Tizo, but I don't remember. I don't know who would be best for this. Okay, let's put. Let's put Faye on.
Tizo.
Slightly more hope, but you're faster. I think I need a bigger. I think I need someone faster.
Faye.
Someone,
The choice is cast.
Tito is ready to prove himself against the dissidents. Time's up, you swill. Come on, boys. Let's get him. Get him. Alright, let's step you back, switch you over down there.
Tizo banished.
Aye.
Your exiles all are banished, I'm afraid. The path to glory
Well done.
eludes us all.
This is a great start, guys. Okay, let's try a bit more simply.
Now plunge into the flames.
Ah, I forgot about her.
Bye, Faye. Ouch. Faye banished.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh, so close. Faye, douse the flame.
Yeah, boy. Yes, buddy. Hey.
Oh, you poor Nightwings. The fire's wave.
Back to there. Shoot down to there.
Remember everything as you hold dear.
Do 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 do.
Indeed. No law against throwing in the orb. Bad boy, Parker.
no. No!
The flame is stricken.
Gotta play tighter than that, guys. Gotta play tighter.
Positively brutish. Glorious. Beneath contempt. Did that one throw it in?
Well, absolutely can't let another one go in. This is great.
Be gone, Joe Dario. Meddlesome imp. Tough luck, Nightwings.
No!
It is done.
Here's the worst thing about this. I can't actually... It's true, Nightwing, you're committed to your choices and cannot turn back.
The dissidents prevail.
Oh, man.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Screw you too, the voice.
The right is done.
My boys and me wouldn't even break a sweat against you, Nightwings. Of course, we technically can't sweat, but even if we could, and you be sure to tell Rookie Greentail that yours truly, he remembers everything. You hear? She'll have to reevaluate some of our strategies.
The rights do tend to teach something of trust. Enlightenment seldom avails itself to simple peeps.
Teens feel solemn respect for the rights and all their myriad complexities. Let's take this one.
'Tis the influence of the imp scribe. Until the next right.
Alas, Rita, I trust the next right shall fare you better. May you one day find the freedom that you seek. After succumbing to the dissidents in a somewhat humiliating fashion, you return to the wagon to recover from the night's ordeal and figure out how best to proceed. Alright, Rookie. Think so, chum. I just need a little time. Didn't count on Baku being caught up in all this. You don't owe him your conscience. You'll sort things out with him. You always do. I do not wish to interrupt, but the dark of night is winning. Rita, would you join us outside, please? You find Joe Daryl and the lone minstrel gazing into the sky above the valley, which is beginning to grow pale. Well, that was disheartening, to say the least. This true Nightwing mode really is pretty hard. Then, it is as I feared. We are to press further north, beneath the valley into flagging hands, a gloom-filled, desolate region of the downside, beyond which the sea lies. Scribes are watching over us. They will protect us, wherever we should go. Had you been to flagging hands, you would not say such things. Scribes have surely turned their backs on that place. If I may, the bleakness of Flag in Hand shall wear upon you, to be sure. I urge for you to take what rest you can, for you shall need your strength upon the road ahead. Your fellow exiles agree to turn in for the remainder of the night. At dawn, you shall have to press deeper into the downside. Rookie, old chum, what's good? You can tell something is troubling Rookie, though he seems relieved to see you. Hey, chum, listen, I got to level with you real quick. You remember Barker, don't you? Not exactly easy to forget, though believe you me, I try. Well, he's got me by the scruff. I've been down here a little while, as you see by now, but Barker, he's been here longer. He's made quite the name down here. As for me, I needed help, you understand? I had a certain standard to uphold. So I figured he would be the one to ask. Then Rookie hesitates. But then his familiar grin returns. So what if I owe him, though, right, chum? I got people back on the other side, and just between us, we're loaded. I mean rich. My little problem with Barker, soon it's going to take care of itself. Just as soon as my people send the money through. So I am telling you right here and now, don't you even worry about it. And I'm sure everything on that front is going to end up real tidy real soon. With that, he scampers off before you can respond. It seems Rookie owes a debt of some sort. What is on the line exactly, you are unsure. Well, let's continue our journey. Come dawn, you find Hedwin and Jodariel assessing the current situation with the minstrel. Are you most certain? Aye, madame. I make no claim the journey shall be pleasant, but it isn't necessary. Hedwin motions to you as they continue talking. Seems we'll have some work to do once we arrive in Flag in Hand. Let's get going. Soon as you're ready, sooner we get there, sooner we can leave. Look at how good this art, though. The Flag in Hand's region proves as dismal as Jodariel indicated. The air is thick and foul. How far to the pit of Melith? All the way across the marshlands, on the coast. Reader, would you join me in the wagon for a moment? We have matters to discuss. Jodariel and Hedwin exchange looks, then she turns to you. Go see what he wants. Thank you for your time, reader. I have something for you. On behalf of my client, before you is an artifact called the Beyonder Crystal. You observe a shimmering crystal of some sort, beside the Book of Rites. As you have surmised, the triumvirates you are to confront during the rites shall stop at nothing to prevail against you. They have prepared for this for quite some time. The Beyonder Crystal may help ensure that you are well prepared in turn. It is a resource now at your disposal to be used at your discretion. Gaze upon it and you shall see what I mean. So if I remember correctly, I should be able to activate everybody once I start. You look upon the shimmering surface of the Beyonder Crystal. Some of your senses fail, though you retain a hold over your consciousness. An apparition appears before you, clad in the raiments of the rites, but incorporeal. I sense that you are not a total idiot. She reaches for the clasps of her mask. So the Nightwings have returned. Oh, but where are my manners? You must be their lovely reader. Please, Call me Sandra. We met briefly before when you first beheld the book, when you were stuck inside of it. I was among the phantoms your companions banished there, no doubt stroking their ego. You listened well enough to that damned voice. Now I suggest you listen well to me. I am bound in servitude to you, along with any idiots whose freedom happens to be intertwined with yours. I know the rights better than anyone. I soon can whip you into shape if you but take advantage of my services. First, I offer scribe trials to those friends of yours. If they can pass, it shall be worthy of their while and yours. Secondly, my beyonders and I shall avail ourselves of practice rights, should you be so inclined. Or you could always come and chat, and briefly free me from an eternity of boredom. You would invoke Sandra from beyond the crystals. Request a scribe trial. Indeed, it looks as if though one of those failures of yours is ready for a lesson in pain. Okay. Just Ruki so far. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Ruki. What? The loud-mouthed cur? Well, I suppose that he is ready, technically, though I have a litany of reservations about him. But let us bring him forth. Soon Ruki appears, in heat of the summons. Chum? Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, right, what's the big idea, huh? It's some kind of trick you're playing, chum. The apparition Sandra then appears and unfastens her mask. Shut your snout and listen well, cur. You answer to me here. Huh? What? Your mouth runs quicker than those stubby little paws. You have much to learn if you have any intent to prevail in the rights. Let us see how you fare without the benefit of your trusted comrades, save for your lovely Rita. I guess it's you and me then, huh, chum? Wherever you are. Come now, Ruki. One more. There we go. There we go, boys. Noxtalas. That's how we do it, right, chum? It is, and you acknowledge likewise that you did not do it on your own, despite having to face my demon friends all by yourself. You passed my test, Kara. Congratulations are in order, both to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. That thunder kinda gives me the shakes, know what I mean, chum? Hey, what's that you got? Received Joe Muir's Fang for completing Ruki's trial. Alright, let's throw that on you, chum. While we're at it, let's see. Okay. So I don't Have access to all the beyond trials. Don't really know what New Game Plus is good for, except for giving me a headache. Really. You find everyone feeling rather miserable. You sense just being in flagging hands casts away at one spirit. Only the Impetizo seems unaffected. A moment, Rito. There are several courses we may take through flagging hands. If you choose to prolong your stay, it may be worth your while. However, your companion spirits shall likely suffer more. Hope is super important, so let's just breeze through, get through it. I don't think I need to worry about money too much or anything like that. Make relatively swift passage across the region. Let's keep going, everyone, just a little further. While you gave up opportunities to earn more soul along the way, you sense your fellow exiled spirits would have suffered greatly had you gone the long way. You reach the Pit of Melith. Having lingered in flagging hands as little as necessary, the intense gloom of the region had little time to shake everyone's resolve. Jodariel. You sense Jodariel's steel gaze well before you turn to her. Rito, rummaging among the wagon once again. Tell me something, now that you are here. Look at me. Are you afraid of me? Consider the question. You have never before met someone like her, but do know something of what happens to those who remain in the downside for many years. You tell her that although you do not know each other yet, you do not fear her, and on the contrary feel safer in her presence. Truly. In that case, I have much work left to do. You shall fear me yet. You survive this place. Now then, I shall go make my rounds. She walks away. You feel the floor of the wagon shake with her step. Jodariel gains +1 hope for the next ride.
Oh, hey, you guys. You know this place. Lots of folk around, but not a lot of customers. You know what I mean? So, have a look around.
Yeah, I'm still broke. Sorry, my dude.
You're leaving so soon, guys?
As you make preparation for the coming ride, you wonder if the stars above will even be visible through the dense fog hanging over the Pit of Melith. Then, Tizo seems very concerned by something in the vicinity. The little imp disappears in a hurry. Oh, is Tito alright? He was so frightened. He was not frightened. He was issuing a warning. Silence. Everyone take cover. Jodariel makes quick note of several hiding places among the nearby crags and rotted husks. You wait. Something about this place dampens your senses. All you feel is a creeping dread. Then, from the shadows, a writhing shape slides forward, its hulking form draped in raiment. The shape stops. Slowly its head turns from one of you to the next, each in turn. Why serve ye to hide yourselves from us, little Nightwings? Ye trespass on the resting place of the astral Lord. We shall see when the stars muster the courage to illuminate this place. The creature vanishes into the dark. After a time, your companions reconvene. That was a bog crow. Indeed, that was the Witch Udumilde of the Withdrawn. Harum. Tito makes clear he has no love for Udumilde. Although the right dictates she cannot harm your body, with her, best not to take unnecessary chances. We'll take what chances we can get in all of this. Everyone, it's time. Heathlock. Heathlock would be good preparation. Let me take you off. Increased stamina is bad. Losing Pyre is bad. Hope is bad. All of these things are bad. I'm pretty sure these guys are supposed to be super slow. So let me put on that one. Having to have having 3 Titan stars on at any given point is tough. It really is.
Why, you made it, reader. Made it all the way to the detestable pit of Mileith. In doing so, of course, you have disturbed your ancient adversaries, the Withdrawn. The deranged witch who leads them has big plans in store, should she prevail in all this. Now, as you know, I normally would wish you a shameful defeat. But in this case, I wish you a little bit of luck.
Crowed Milda sees her companions gathered by their pyre. A little flame as that shall never warn ye here, much less survive the night. Ere us Eastlock, make the Nightwing suffer. Rookie trots forward from your ranks. Listen here, you old bag. You don't scare us one bit. You or your buddy Eastlock. Now, we doing this or what? The question hangs in the air for longer than is comfortable. It does seem to have drawn Udmilda's attention, though. Rookie begins to squirm a bit. Then Udmilda moves her slender fingers to her mask. Foolish. Eastlock shall grow. Eastlock shall grow. Eastlock shall grow. He shall consume ye ere your little flame has died. That we shall ensure. Udmilda slides off towards her followers. Ruki remains motionless for a time. Whoops. Dang it, Ruki. Now you've just inspired them.
The rite shall begin forthwith.
Definitely went Jodariel.
Jodariel.
I think I want Ruki. I was hoping it. Hope is how long you're banished for. So I think I want Faye for this one then.
Faye.
Tedious?
Now.
As the 8 scribes once vanished Eastlock, so shall we prevail. No matter where you go, Eastlock shall find ye and devour ye.
Begin. Your adversaries did not hesitate. Extinguish now their fire. Fear not,
Buddy.
purified flame.
Buddy.
Quite an exchange. Absolution!
Absolution!
The Nightwing's pyre burns brighter for now. Pathetic. A crushing blow against your pyre.
Okay,
The
this isn't
Nightwing
ideal,
seem to be falling
but
behind. Milda casts herself into the fire.
well, now this is really less than ideal.
Careless.
More like careless whispers.
Seize the orb. Oh, poor Ruby. Patience, Ruby.
No! No!
And it is done.
Oh!
The withdrawn prevail. They prove superior to their adversaries. The right is ended.
There's 3 I've lost in a row now. Despair, ye fools who didn't think the scribes yet live. They once sought to vanquish ye slack, yes.
Shut up.
But the tales of their victory are lies. Remember this. We stood against the bog dweller. At least we have our lives.
Hey, yeah, at least we weren't eaten by that thing.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Oh my gosh. I am doing so badly at True Nightwing's mode, guys. This is killing me.
Awakened in the moon-touched girl.
The scribes. They whisper to me, they do, from time to time. Give her that one. I need more speed from these people.
Until the next rite.
Recovered, having suffered defeat by the withdrawn in the right. You and the others have some moments to recover from the ordeal in the relative safety of the Black Wagon. So, when can we get out of here? What, Greentail? Had enough of Udmilda's hospitality for the time? Oh, Jody, yeah, thanks, I'm good. The reader and the star shall point the way as ever. It's just, so far we've kept going north. That's the case again this time. The Sea of Solace spreads north and west from here for untold leagues. I could not tell you when last a vessel dared to sail those waters. Tito asserts himself during the conversation. What is the matter, little one? Home! Tito is trying to get you to come look at something outside the wagon. Rita, please go see what he wants. You excuse yourselves and follow the imp into the darkness of the night. You find Fane, the lone minstrel, already gazing up at the stars. Can you not read the stars yourself then, Mr. Minstrel? I fear it is not so simple as matters of can or cannot when it comes to me, Faye. We shall see what the reader has to say, for this is his charge. And here he is in fact. Thank you for fetching him, Tito. Tito is happy to oblige the lone minstrel. Reader, it would seem the skies have cleared to some extent. Please look upon the stars and see where they compel us to go next. Oh man, this means I have to go against the worms next. The rights beckon you still further north, towards the middle of the Sea of Solace. That's not good. You're joking, right, chum? Does the reader seem the joking type to you, Greentail? We do not argue with the stars. You talk like we can just go right out into the water. Pardon my interruption, though perhaps we can. Say what? My client, Sandalwood. He has a way of anticipating such eventualities. West of here lies a place called Big Birch Roots. The proprietor is an old companion of his. She may be able to assist us. Hedwin's smile returns. That sounds like our best shot right now. Let's pack it up and move as soon as possible. Greetings, reader. It is good that you are here, for there is something that I wish to tell you privately. Do you have a moment? I shall not keep you long, though. I know your time is precious. Well, of course I'll hear you out, minstrel. Unlike Adam, I like to listen to my NPCs. You bid him to continue, and make clear your interest in whatever he has to say. Very well, and thank you for your time. And I should further note, matters that pertain directly to the rights I must reveal to you alone, for thus I am obliged. In any case, when you confronted the withdrawn and witched Milda, you might recall she tended to invoke a certain name. Islak, the Astral Bone. I hesitate to say it even now. You would be forgiven if you took the raven of Milda for mere nonsense. However, her words, as it turns out, ring with a certain truth. Before the union of the 8 scribes, when they first found themselves down here in the downside, the lands were even less hospitable, if that can be believed. It was ruled over by the greater titans. The one called Islak was the eldest and most fearsome of the lot. Just the same, the scribes managed to defeat it. They later used Islak's own hide and ichor to bind the Book of Rights. However, Islak did not truly die, for by some accounts, it seems to be inescapable of death. The creature is regenerating even now, though very, very slowly. Its vow is to devour this land and everything in it. Only then can it return onto whatever plane that banished it to ours. So in a way, it is an exile, just like you. If ever should the creature be reborn, it shall be many ages hence. Thus the ravens of Udmilda are more or less inconsequential for the wild. Yet the history of Islak is inexorably linked to the rites, and therefore must be known. I trust your history of the book. Trust your research of the book shall lead you to discover more in time. I hope all this is of some assurance, and now I leave you to your more immediate concerns. I shall go check to see how everyone is faring at this time. He heads out into the evening, bidding you a good rest of the evening. Alright, I'm gonna take a break here, because I soon have to take Emily to school. And also, this loser streak is killing me. I'm so worn out after just losing so many games. So I'm gonna take a break here and refresh to try again and hopefully win some rights.